I always thought my family was a normal, loving, and happy family. But one morning, I discovered that it was all a lie. My parents and my sister were all bizarre creatures pretending to be human, intending to devour me. I vividly remember it was a Sunday when I woke up and went downstairs to the living room. I saw my parents and my sister sitting around the dining table. They were laughing and talking to each other cheerfully, but something was very off. I couldn't sense any warmth or affection from them. They looked at me with cold and soulless eyes. I sat down at the table with them, but I dared not eat anything. I just stared at the food in front of me, not knowing what it was. I sensed a strange, pungent smell emanating from the dish. I glanced at my parents and my sister, who were eating slowly and savoring the meal. I couldn't understand what they were eating. I tried to engage them in conversation to create a cheerful atmosphere, but they only responded with short and cold remarks. They didn't care about me. They only cared about their food. I felt deeply saddened and lonely. I thought maybe they were preoccupied or something unpleasant had happened. I thought after finishing the meal, they would go to work or school, and things would return to normal. But I was mistaken. After finishing the meal, my parents and my sister didn't go anywhere. They just wandered around the house as if waiting for something. They didn't talk to each other or to me. They either stared into empty space or at me with bloodthirsty eyes. I felt terrified and bewildered. I didn't know who they were or what they wanted from me. I thought maybe they had been replaced by some other force. I recalled that the previous night, my family had visited my grandfather's house. Could something have happened there? Could my parents and my sister be dead, and the ones standing before me be their ghosts? I told my parents and my sister that I would go outside for a while and come back later. But as I uttered those words, they became frantic. They jumped up and pulled me back, not allowing me to step out of the door. They screamed and howled, as if I were their delicious meal. I tried to resist, but they were too strong. I saw them transforming completely. Their limbs elongated, turning into sharp claws. Their faces became grotesque, with sagging skin and bones. Their eyes turned blood red, looking at me with ravenous hunger. I screamed for help, but no one heard. I realized that I was trapped in this house. I remembered that the previous night, as I went to bed, I heard strange noises coming from the living room. Perhaps that was when they infiltrated my home and killed my family. I didn't know who they were or where they came from. I only knew that they were terrifying creatures pretending to be human to hunt their prey. I was their final prey. I felt them biting into my neck and my blood flowing out. I felt pain and fear. I knew I was about to die. I cried and pleaded, but they didn't stop. They devoured me greedily. That was the last time I saw the light of life.